Dear Alicia, distinguished artists, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening. You're there? It's really exciting to be here tonight to celebrate art and, more importantly, beauty. Beauty shapes our concepts of art. Beauty touches us. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What is beauty? Let us think of that slab of marble used by Michelangelo to carve out the statue of David. The medium used by the artist was based upon Michelangelo's concept of what beauty is. And imagine to others it was just a hunk of unused rock. Only the artist could perceive its potential, what it could become. And all of us use our senses, like sight or sound or smell or taste, touch, to perceive reality. The artists who live and work and move around us have sort of a third eye, searching for beauty and expressing it through chosen media. The paint and the color of the paint expresses something from the heart of the artist. It's used whether to combine one color with another, or the choice of canvas, or foil paint, or watercolor, or adding physical pieces are all coming from perceptions. Likewise, what we then see in the final product strikes our hearts differently than the next one. One can objectively see a painting with a structure that reminds us about Dhaka, for instance, but subjectively we can perceive it to be symbolic of life in Bangladesh, whether Khulna or Rajshahi. Think of the rickshaw. Think of a temple or a mosque. Objectively, some images may be painted or in photography. They become universal images, not just representing what they very specifically and objectively represent. Let us think about the Twin Towers in New York City. Objectively, we know what the buildings are or were, but after 2001, they began to symbolize something different throughout the world. Think now about street art with images about July 36. We see it. We go by in cars, we see it spray painted on walls. The artwork symbolizes something much deeper. Even this cross is a sign of office. When Christians see it on a Christian priest with a ring, they say, oh, he's a bishop. It means something to them, but it means something very different to other people. Depends where we are, what culture we're walking around. Turning back to beauty, in classical philosophy, beauty has four components: objectivity, harmony, proportion, and order. Thus, beauty, firstly, refers to the inherent quality of an object, not to the subjective response of the holder. And so Randall has painted this image, and it has a certain object to it, as opposed to when I come to the picture and I look at it and I have a certain perception and I ask her, how did you paint it? Why did you paint it? What did it mean to you? And she's thinking, well, what does it mean to you? Think of the mosque in Bagarhat, protected by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site showcasing medieval Islamic architecture. The architect had a plan, a vision. His creation remains. Secondly, classical concepts of beauty would refer to harmony. Let's look around. What are the harmonious arrangements of the parts that one sees in the painting tonight in Symposia? Thirdly, proportion. How is the painting symmetrical in relationship with the object's components to each other and to the whole? Look at this one. Lastly, the classically speaking, beauty is a manifestation of the coherent and the rational structure, whether in art or in nature itself. Ladies and gentlemen, let us open our hearts and our minds and use our senses to discover the beauty in the paintings here tonight on exposition. There are a little more than 40 paintings. Fantastic native artists have created them. It's a piece of Bangladesh. Find something beautiful, make it yours. Enjoy Symposia.